Hi guys, welcome to Ask MBA. So basically, as we had another video yesterday talking about CMAT, as CMAT exam is around, so we are trying to make as many videos as we can regarding the concepts and questions which can be asked in CMAT exam. Okay, so today in this video, I'm going to talk about the major concepts and few of the important concepts which can be asked in CMAT exam. Now this is a very important video for those who are from some another background, because why I said background is here because the students who are currently doing their graduation in BMS, for them this topic or this section is going to be a little bit easier because this is as a subject for you guys, right? Now those who are from different backgrounds, or maybe they have no idea what exactly innovation and entrepreneurship, this video is going to help you for sure. So make sure you're liking the video and also subscribing to our channel. Before I start with the concepts, I would like to highlight that there are many different videos wherein quant, logic, GK, everything regarding CMAT exam is being updated. Okay, so let's quickly understand, and it's very basic. You don't have to panic or think कि यार ये कुछ अलग सा है. It's all about startups. Make sure you guys are watching Shark Tank India for the same. ठीक है. Now guys, here is a list of different concepts which you guys should go through so that you guys have an idea कि एग्जाम के अंदर यही सारी चीजें पूछी जाने वाली है. ठीक है, तो इसमें सबसे पहली चीज जो है इज अबाउट द कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर. नाउ all you have to think is like a startup or a business, how it gets started, what are the different issues which might rise, what are the consequences, how everything works is all going to be regarding it. There is no technicalities, nothing. There is all the questions would be asked on a similar way. Okay, so make sure you're learning all the concepts which are behind entrepreneurship. What is an overview of entrepreneurship, the major concept, how entrepreneurship in India has evolved. You must be aware about the traditional forms of businesses which are being carried forward one after the other generation, how it started, the evolution, the questions can be asked regarding that. Okay, what are the roles and responsibilities if you start a business and how it would be helped in economic development. Think like you have your own business or you're going to start up and answer the questions as per that. What are the different theories and modules? Now theories and modules are more regarding to the concepts which are as per the book or reference books. So there is a, you can just Google the different theories which are regarding entrepreneurship. If you guys want, you can comment in the comment box below. I'll make sure I'll make a video regarding different theories which can be asked in the exam. ठीक है, इसके अलावा फ्रेमवर्क मतलब पूरा अंडरस्टैंडिंग और किस तरीके से द एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप थ्योरीज के रिलेटेड ये एक क्वेश्चन या एक कॉन्सेप्ट आ सकता है. व्हाट इज द ओवरऑल फ्रेमवर्क, व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट मॉड्यूल्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, इमर्जिंग मॉडल्स ऑफ corporate entrepreneurship. Now there are different kinds of entrepreneurship. We'll be discussing it in the upcoming slides. Okay, what are the different dimensions, what is entrepreneurship, society, culture and rural. Now there are different types. They have been segregated as per society, culture and rural, because when you start anything you need to कैटेगराइज एज पर डिफरेंट वेरिएंट्स कि यहाँ पे इसके रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस किस हिसाब से होगी, ये मार्केट कंडीशंस किस हिसाब से चल रही है. तो एज पर दैट देयर आर डिफरेंट लॉजिक्स एंड डिफरेंट डेफिनेशंस फॉर ईच टर्म्स. ठीक है, जस्ट अ मिनट गाइस. A little bit of error, just a minute. So yeah, and carry on, it is also regarding, the questions can be on women entrepreneurship. There are different startups which are being started by many women, like you have Sugar Cosmetics, again relating it to Shark Tank so that you guys can remember. Then what are the new emerging trends in social entrepreneurship, principles of business organization, what are the different principles which you guys should follow, motivation, communication and leadership. These are the few concepts. Apart from that, even if you go through these all pointers, it would be more than enough to understand and answer the questions in your exam. Okay, now I'll be explaining you the whole concept and few theories in which the questions can be asked. Now the first concept over here is who exactly is an entrepreneur. The question can be asked in different terms. An entrepreneur is someone who has the ability and desire to establish and operate, and succeed in an startup. ठीक है, startup venture along with the risk entitled into it and make profits. And entrepreneurs are considered innovators or the source of new ideas. तो ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है गाइस, अगर इसके अंदर क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है कि हु इज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, दीज आर द फोर ऑप्शंस गिवन. सो दीज आंसर्स कैन बी मोर रिलेटेड टू दैट it has the ability to desire and establish, it operates, it succeeds, it's also a risk entitled opportunity. Then also it can be profits involved. It is also an entrepreneur is someone who has new ideas and creations into it. ठीक है, तो ये एक कॉन्सेप्ट आपका यहाँ पे क्लियर हो जाता है. इसी के थ्रू काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस आपके फॉर्म होते हैं. न्यू आइडियाज हु रेवोनाइज एंड मार्केट बाय रिप्लेसिंग द ओल्ड एंड देयर न्यू इनोवेशंस. यानी कोई एग्जिस्टिंग है, उसी के अंदर कुछ न्यू आइडियाज और इनोवेशंस आया है, दैट इज ऑल्सो रिलेटेड टू योर एंटरप्रेन्योर. सो मेक श्योर यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दीज कॉन्सेप्ट्स व्हिच आई जस्ट हाईलाइटेड. ठीक है, नाउ we spoke about entrepreneur. Now what is entrepreneurship means, how it is characterized or how it's defined. ठीक है, it can be defined as the ability and efforts to develop and organize and to run a business, is basically a business enterprise in order to make profit. In previous slide we understood how it needs to be done. It's a new idea, you have to run, need to have the abilities. Now entrepreneur, how it works is about the abilities and efforts to develop and to organize and run a whole business to ensure you're making profits. ठीक है, this is how entrepreneurship works. The entrepreneur has to be aware about the risks involved and have the willingness to take the risk. This is again a very important pointer which you guys should remember. Just go through the concept. Many questions can strike up with the same definition of what entrepreneurship is. ठीक है, is he a risk taker? What are the different criteria? What a entrepreneurship should have? You can highlight these. The highlighted pointers will act as your answers. ठीक है. Now what are the different types in entrepreneurships? Now one of the type is your small business entrepreneurships. ठीक है, ये types जो है ये आप एक बार लिख लीजिए या just memorize it or take a glance of it, क्योंकि this is a most common question which was being asked last year also. ठीक है, now this is in reference to those businesses which are set up by an individual for self-sustain and self-employment, or such as a grocery store is an example, which are non-essential or essential items, just as shops हो गए, tailoring हो गए, saloons हो गए, consultancies are there, right? Ticketing, travel agencies, etc. Now these type of businesses doesn't require capital from any major source or any loans. So these are small type of businesses which are self-employed, or it can sustain a single person, or it's a small category. You don't require much of setup and much of investment. Those are categorized into small business entrepreneurship, and the examples for the same are your grocery stores, your shops, and small vendors. You can just relate to things which are around you. Okay, any form from the any, it doesn't require any capital from the market, as I mentioned. Okay, now what are scalable startup? Now this is the second form of your, or type of entrepreneurship. A business started with a new idea. ठीक है, with a new idea aiming to grow profitable company and can be defined as a scalable startup. This type of business model requires external capital for expansion. In the small business we don't require much of capital. In scalable business you require much of capital, and it also requires a new idea to make sure that it works well and the profits are being done. The most famous example for the same, for scalable startups, is your Facebook, Skype, and your Twitter. ठीक है, now they have been expanded. ठीक है, after one formation, after second and third, you must have seen, or if you have observed, like Facebook, Meta, WhatsApp, all the social media streams have all been aligned together. So this is the one of the example for your scalable startup entrepreneurship. ठीक है, now the third type is your large company entrepreneurship. Now in your large company entrepreneurship, it refers to a business established within the existing business with the aim of becoming the market leader in the same field or the said field. Matlab, there is already a company which is there and there are more profits or more investors, and it has grown at a much higher level. For example, Reliance, it came into one single subsidy, then it came into your jewelries, then it came into your clothing, then it came to your shoes, and it's there all over, even in your networks, everything. So that is like an example for your large scalable company with the existing business with the aim of becoming the market leader. ठीक है, उसके अलावा और कोई मार्केट में है ही नहीं. ही इज द टॉप मोस्ट known and the most profitable company which we all can relate into. ठीक है, so what are the different cons for the same? Let's just go through it. ठीक है, it includes huge investment. Obviously it's a large scale industry or large scale entrepreneurship, so investment is on the higher side. There is solid infrastructure and innovative products to beat the competition. ठीक है, अगर साइड में ही दो सेम सिमिलर शॉप्स हैं या बिजनेसेस हैं, या अगर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप चल रही है या एक बिजनेस चल रहा है, दैट मीन्स द profit involved or the infrastructure and the investment has to beat the competition. For example, one more example is of your McDonald's and Burger King. Both the ambience or the the product which is there is almost similar, but then it has some variation. Some people do prefer only going to Burger King, some people only prefer going to McDonald's. Similarly, you have an example of Pizza Hut and your Domino's chain. If you notice between Domino's and Pizza, you also must have noticed Domino's is a much larger chain as compared to Pizza Hut. So that can also be into your large scale entrepreneurship or business idea. ठीक है, if you are into Navi Mumbai, you also must have heard about the Lapino's Pizza, which are locally located, and they are trying to compete with such huge competition, or the other companies which are there in terms of pizzas or fast food. ठीक है, now the next one is your social entrepreneurship. By understanding the word itself, you must have got an idea about it, that social entrepreneurship is all about your something which doesn't involve much of making profit. It is given to the government or it is contributing to the society. As the term suggests, this type of entrepreneurship refers to the business sets catering to social needs and contribution and welfare of the vulnerable section of the society. The sole aim of social entrepreneurship is not to earn profit. So it's not a profit making entrepreneurship. It's something which you're giving to the society, just like the NGOs which are there. ठीक है, this is also one of the type of entrepreneurship. Now what are the different characteristics an entrepreneur comes with? ठीक है, An entrepreneur is not a professional. An entrepreneur is someone who is a leader, who is visionary, who is a risk taker, and who has the drive to convert an idea into a reality. Okay, some of the key characteristics. This is the most. I'm 110% sure this question will be asked in your exam. So make sure you're going through these pointers, that risk taker, innovator, visionary, leadership qualities, flexibility, and knowledge. These are the key important factors when you consider into the characteristics of entrepreneur. Okay, this question can be asked indirectly. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you're going through all the pointers which I just mentioned. If you have any doubts or anything, you can get in touch with us. We are in Thane. You can also comment in the comment box below if you have any doubts or anything. Thank you so much.